Showtime! We're on. Countdown
Hey,
timer going down.
yay, everyone! How you doing this week? This Friday week.
This Friday, tonight is the last show of 2023. We won't do another show till next year, folks. Enjoy that one week break.
We're going to be James.
It wasn't me.
To tell you, you never put your phone on silent. You don't silence your notifications. I don't
What
know
if the president calls me again?
It doesn't matter. Obviously.
I put America over you, Svea. I'm a patriot. And you shake your head in disbelief. You know what? We don't need your cynicism. Yep. We don't need your cynicism. All right. We got a couple people watching so far. Tonight is looking forward. Looking at the goals and we're going to set and the things we hope to see in 2024 and looking back on the year 2023.
I know. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, this last year.
It was nuts how fast this year went. With that, I did do a live about 3 hours ago advertising, asking people to let us know what their highlights of 2023 is, as well as their goals and things they'd like to see in 2024. Goals. And apparently Sabea's peanut gallery is little crazy tonight.
Here, Leah. Come here. I know they're like practically gonna kill each other.
I know. Hey, how do you like her
rivalry?
There's Princess Leia. How do you like the countdown video?
Pretty cool. I feel like I'm relaxing right now.
Gotcha. That's a time lapse of sunset on Christmas Day.
Nice.
All right. Up in Black Canyon, I am getting ready to share. Are you sharing?
Yes, I'm working on sharing right now.
Me too.
Yeah, James still doesn't have his notifications silenced.
The president might call.
You know what? I don't understand James. I mean, seriously.
Well, James doesn't understand James.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why your notifications don't silence and mine are always silenced during the show.
Because it's right there and it annoys you. Yes. You have to bring up going, put on silent. I'm like, president may call, but you know what? I just look at that little vein on your forehead going, you're ruining it. You're ruining the whole evening. And I'm going, it's about entertainment and about our audience.
Seriously, dude.
Look at that vein. I mean, look at that wind blowing on the screen. Okay. Folks, I mean, look. Do you see that vein? Look at that vein.
No, it's not a vein. It's the look of disappointment and disapproval.
And it pops that little vein out of your forehead.
I don't know what vein you're talking about.
Just look. It's in the mirror. Okay, I'm sharing the show. Oh, there's looking down canyon on the Colorado River. Love this time lapse. You can see like the wind blow across the water. Okay. Live for tonight for this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk with an exclamation point and a smiley icon shared. Yay.
Shared.
Okay. Oh, what are you snacking on tonight?
A big thing of water.
Okay. Guess who's on?
Maya, is she late though?
No, I don't know, but she's got two comments. Maya, your two comments are here. Here's one. I was on time.
9:53.
Was it 9:53?
This says 9:53. That's 3 minutes late.
Okay, you ready? You ready, Svea? Let's do it. Maya. 3 minutes. You have one job. 10 parts. One of them's late.
Maya, you got to be on time. You got to work on that timeliness because I think that can improve a little bit.
Definitely. Okay. Well, we still have a show to do. We can't shame Maya the whole evening. Just most of it. Maya's saying share for Late Night Craft Talk. And then she's also saying, what does everyone have planned for New Year's Eve? I just stay home. You'll be at a powwow.
Yeah, I'm going to be at a powwow working my butt off.
Yeah. I got a dilemma. Do I go to one New Year's Eve, both New Year's Eve parties, or stay home and make sure the cats don't freak out from the fireworks? It doesn't go well.
Do you want a responsible pet owner in here?
Staying back, make sure the cats don't freak out.
Responsible pet owner, you can do a couple things. You can put the cats all in the bathroom in the most inside location.
That will not go well.
Well,
I have to remove everything and empty the cupboards completely.
Yeah,
all right.
Wicket actually doesn't mind the bathroom. You know, whenever he would get crazy, I'd put him in there in the middle of the night because he would be a crazy cat. I put him in there because I could not handle him running all over my face in the middle of the night. So he got to get bathroom timeout time.
But that's one cat.
But at least they have each other.
You have 6. How late does the powwow go on New Year's Eve? All the way to midnight or 1 in the morning?
It goes past midnight. Usually, actually, I think that it goes past midnight because it's the sobriety countdown. But it's very possible we'll end up taking off and going home, going to the hotel because we get so tired because we're up so late or all day working. It's really hard to stay past 10 at any powwow.
Oh yeah, and then you've got and then it goes on Monday too. You got a what one session on Monday?
Yeah, it's on Monday too. So I mean, it's tiring.
There's also New Year's Eve powwow, Viejas reservation, I think it is.
No.
That one going on 3 minutes to show.
It's Sequan, I think. It's not Viejas.
Okay, yes, Sequan.
Yeah, it's Viejas.
Viejas hasn't had a powwow in a long time.
They don't do powwows. They don't do powwows because it's not a part of their culture.
Yep. Every tribe has its own way of doing things. All right, 3 minutes. Well, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to countdown. You remember to count down to 10? From 10?
Yeah. That ice water feels really great. I'm drinking. Oh yeah.
Okay. I was watching TikTok earlier today.
Yeah.
And this guy's telling these jokes to this a ginger redhead. And some were like mean but funny, but like there's one that says, what is it about, let me see if I get the joke. What is it that gingers tend to miss out most at a really great party?
Blonde jokes?
Invitation.
Oh.
I was like, oh. Hey, look, here comes the moon. Look at the moonrise.
Oh, that's cool. It's behind
Playing off the water.
Yeah. I was like, what's that? What's that kind of stuff? Oh, that's cool.
Because it's like a time lapse. It was taking a picture every second. And then I got this. But eventually, we're going to get a really cool view. And there it is. Looking downriver, the Black Canyon, all those stars going by.
That's cool.
Yep. And the reflection right there, that's awesome. That's actually
even the shooting stars, huh?
That's actually 2 different videos that Chroma Key. Because the time lapse video was only about 8.5 minutes long, and I needed something to fill a minute and a half.
Wow.
But it looks cool. I've actually seen scenes like that where you can see like Orion in the reflection of the water. That's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to do some other stuff. Got some other cool countdowns coming. I'll be working on the show, our titles, and kind of updating some stuff over the next few days. And I got a couple days I can do that. 47 seconds, 46 seconds. That 10 minutes went fast.
Yeah.
All right. Last show of the year. Folks, how many of you go to bed before midnight?
Like all the time now?
Oh, me too.
Now that
I wake up from the fireworks and the bullets and then go back to sleep.
Now that I'm really old. I used to admit, I one time spent the night at my brother's house, who was only about 6 at the time. Oh, I'll tell you guys later because we'll
get back to that because we got countdown in a few seconds. Ready to go? Countdown with us, folks. Here we go. And 10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1. Let's start the show.
go time.
It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with hosts Svea Yang and James Hermes. Let's get the fun started. It's time to start the show.
Do, dance, dance, dance. Chroma key, screen. Getting annoying because it's really jacking up tonight. It doesn't make it believable with there's fireworks going off behind me.
Yeah. So anyway, hello everyone.
Hi, Joy. You're saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all too.
It's been like practically a whole nother year of late night craft talk. Holy moly.
Somebody.
I have a little bit of a tangle here. I'm sorry. It's like my hair is tangled right here.
How long have you been away from the nap?
It's like super little bit, super annoying. Like I can't. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So hello everyone. Welcome to our show. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me put our brand up.
We're missing something. I feel unbranded. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we welcome to our show. We do our show every week. We have mostly live planned, but at the same time, sometimes we have to do recorded because we are now getting a lot busier because the pandemic really has started our show of being live every week is pretty much changed a bit because now we're able to go out and do stuff. So we do things and go out. I mean, this week, luckily, we're able to both be live.
And next week.
It's like if this week, if New Year's Eve fell on Friday, I wouldn't have been able to do the show because we were at a powwow. So just the stars aligned right this week and next week. So we're really excited. But we do our show every week. If you like our show, please like and subscribe to our Facebook pages, our YouTube channels, our Twitch channels, our Instagrams, and all those kind of fun things. And we eventually are going to figure out how to live stream to our Instagram. That is an option that is available on StreamYard now that we use. So we use StreamYard as our streaming service. That's how we post on so many channels all at once. But it's pretty cool that Instagram is added because we have a lot of Instagram followers. So that's pretty cool.
The only problem with Instagram is I was looking earlier, you have to put a stream key in for each show. And then you're limited to an hour, and it doesn't keep the video. It doesn't archive it. It automatically deletes when the live video is done. It's like, hi, you can stream to StreamYard, but.
Yeah. I saw that. I'm hoping they work the kinks out.
Me too, because, it's owned by Meta that owns Facebook. Why can't they do this? To cooperate? They have to do this. And somebody just has to be difficult.
So silly. So
I
silly.
know.
But yeah, so I mean, hopefully that gets figured out so we can get that going.
Yeah.
Today we might be visited by Mr. Wicket because he's actually sitting on the table, so he may walk across my screen today, which he hasn't done in a long time. How Wicket? He's like looking at me like
I see you keep on looking off the side. You waiting for the Wicket to go.
He's like sitting in the middle of the table, like right in the middle of the table, and I'm sitting on the corner.
So eventually we're going to see a cattail go by and rub in your face?
Yeah. Maybe he'll actually let me hold him or something because he occasionally lets me do that.
Got it. We do show meetings. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Even we do show meetings, sometimes we'll definitely see Wicket walk across the screen where we're doing stuff. And, we've had people ask, what are our show meetings like? Are they boring? Are we just bouncing stuff and taking notes? Well, there's a lot of taking notes and shooting ideas back and forth. But should we show them the dramatization?
I don't know, James. Are you sure you want to share that? I mean, this is like our, private meeting.
I know. Well, it's not an actual video, but folks, I got a couple people. We got them together. And we got them to reenact, so we're not really giving away a trade secret directly, but this is a dramatization of what one of our show meetings looks like. And sometimes Svea will be, if I'm in the area, we'll stop and do a show meeting. And this is a dramatization of one of our show meetings a few months ago. We're coming with ideas and refining some of the shows. So let me get that up just so you can see what it is, because there's a lot of people curious how we do this. So let me get that. And I totally clicked on the wrong folder. There it is. Okay. This is one of our show meetings looks like. The dramatization.
You. Okay. Me, I won't like it.
Usually the one Svea's first, but they get the head slam just to make sure it's nice and hard and injures you. And then she'll say, James, it doesn't hurt at all. And then she'll like jump on the lever. That would be me coming. It would be a follow through. And that's what one of our show meetings looks like. That is a dramatization.
Me, I won't like it.
You still
Why
here?
is that video still playing? There we go. Okay.
Come here, kitty.
I can
Okay.
hear the background.
Let me get the cat. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Yep. Yeah, Wicked, because matter of fact, Wendy Hodge asked, ooh, Mr. Wicked, last time appearing this year?
Actually, will maybe sit here for a little bit with me.
How long will he last?
I don't know. He's kind of maybe pissed off right now.
Is he pissed off? I don't know if he's in a lovey mood or not.
Well, he's definitely irritated because I grabbed him.
Okay. When he was looking at you at the table, was it like this?
Yeah.
Did you forget to feed him?
No, he always has food.
Okay.
So we'll see how long he lasts here.
Not very long.
But the dogs are like kind of riled up. So I think for him to, hey, come on, relax. Okay.
Less is better than longer. Ain't my cats.
Yeah. So, okay.
This is a long time for him. Is Princess Leia jealous?
Leia, no. Cat's like, oh, shoot, I better not jump down. The dogs are going to.
There's a psychological lesson here. You don't know what it is.
No, Leia. Over here. Leia, go over here.
Can you do both of them at once?
Yeah, Leia, come here. Come here. Leia. Come here. Come here.
This is not going to go well.
See, look. She really loves him, actually. She'll go up to him and lick his ear, and he's like.
This is lasting a lot longer than I thought.
It's like Garfield and Odie.
Yeah,
Like
good comparison.
Princess Leia is Odie compared to Mr. Wicket, the Garfield.
He's just chilling. He's.
Yeah, I know. This is like, you guys, this is the longest screen time this cat's ever had during craft night, during late night craft talk. This is seriously the longest screen time this cat has ever had.
Just chilling right now. My cats are hiding in a room because one of our neighbors half a block down shooting fireworks right now because, love thy neighbor. And the cats are freaking out and they're like huddled together in a room. And if I tried to hold one, let's just say there would be bandages involved for me afterward.
Aww.
They're not, you don't really hold them, the cats anyways. We got to finish business on this one.
Yeah, so hey, James, what's going on with Crack?
All right. We did our last show of the year last night at the Art Market in Palm Springs called Palm Springs Village Fest. Always fun to see people from around the world, a lot of Canadians, a lot of Canadians, snowbirds. But we had a lot of people from Australia, New Zealand. We had some people from South Africa there that were coming over to spend vacation in Palm Springs, and really need to talk to them. The only problem was the outlets that normally all the vendors plug in for their lights along the Palm Canyon. And
Oh no,
I swear,
James,
put my phone on silent. No, it was on silent. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll ignore it. Okay. So doing that, but somebody didn't reset some timers on the lights, with outlets we plug in the light poles. And so like 90% of the vendors did not have lights for the first 2 hours of a 4-hour market.
oh no.
Finally, about 7:40, I look up at these old outlets that are on the palm trees for old lights that they used to use. And I went, I wonder if those are still hot. Get up on a stool, get over there, try one, plug in one of my neighbors, and went, I do a reset. I see it's green. Plug in. One of my neighbors said, "Give me your outlet. Give me your extension cord. Plug it in. Their lights are on." I went, "We're in business." Plugged it in. Plugged in myself. Plugged in the neighbor vendor next to us. Another vendor there. So we had about 4 vendors running off of 2 extension cords. It's not that bad. And I went, okay, we don't want to draw too much power on this one. We don't know what's the wire. The lights are gonna be like. And then by the end of the evening, I have 6 vendors that come up to me and go, "Thank you so much. We were watching all that money go by and everything." And I went, "You were plugged into that one outlet too, or 2 outlets?" They're like, "Yeah, there was 3 vendors one direction, 4 the other direction." And I'm going, there were 7 of us. Apparently I made some friends last night, but I went, there's 7 of us powered off 2 outlets that hasn't been used in probably 10 years. And I'm like, thank goodness the lights stayed on. A little frustrating, but I was like,
Yeah.
you're welcome, but whoops. I know you're desperate, but like I said, made some friends last night, but bad timing right there. That's what happened right there. What's going on with Dancing Bear?
Well, this week we have been preparing for the Fresno powwow. It's not Fresno, it's in Fresno. It's the Red Road. It's actually called the Red Road powwow or Red Road countdown or the New Year's Eve powwow. It's in the Fresno Convention Center, so it's indoors. So if you get cold, it's indoors. That's amazing. So you don't have to worry about weather. Last year, I think it was even raining. So it's a good thing it's inside. It goes on New Year's Eve, and then it concludes on New Year's Day. So we're going to be up there on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and driving back. So we're driving up tomorrow. We're driving back on Tuesday. It's going to be a long drive. But the Fresno drive's not that bad. It's always been quick compared to driving to Arizona. So, but we're really excited about that. And this is the last powwow for the year for us. And then
the first powwow of the year.
Yes, you're right. And then on top of that, was it the 19th or the 20th? James, we have your drum class at our store.
That is going to be, I'm prepared to talk about that. That is going to be January 20th.
Okay, we have morning class and we have an evening class, or morning and afternoon class. So if you are interested, it is a lot of fun. We are trying to fill the class up right now and get James to drive out because we need more than 1 student, just so you know.
I moved, my webcam got moved. And folks, you get to make one of these awesome 15-inch elk hide hand drums. What's that sound? Look at that. That's love right there. That says, come make a drum. I can make a hand drum song about that right now, but I'm not going to.
The thing is about these drums, it's not even necessarily about wanting to use a drum every day. The thing is, it's a really cool class. It's a really cool experience. I made one. I don't drum, honestly, but I really love taking the class. I learned a lot about how to make a drum. I learned about working with rawhide. It was really a cool class. So Carol Ann took it. I do recommend anyone, if you are interested in trying something different, I would definitely try this class because it is a lot of fun.
A beating class? Well, beating class. This ain't what other class would there be? This isn't a class. This isn't a classes class. This is a hand drum class. We can make one of your own.
It's not even a class. It's a workshop because everyone makes a drum. It's not like you watch James making a drum. You actually get in there. You're stretching rawhide. You're learning how to pull the lace. You're learning about the drum, and you're making your own drum. It's pretty cool.
And it'll be your bestie. The drum will be your new bestie, and you can name it George or Herman or Drum or Dave, and it'll sing with you, and it makes cool sounds, and it'll wake up your kids.
Yes. So at midnight, you can literally pull your drum out at midnight and go, "Hey, everyone, wake up! It's the new year!"
Well, that's supposed to be drum makers like that. You got to have more respect for it when you're talking in a traditional sense. But you can always do a round dance song called the Wake Up Song and sing your kids away.
Okay.
Or a hand drum song that brings in the new year.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me wish I could have made some stuff during winter
James,
solstice.
We have a question from Carolyn.
The best way to store your drum, what I do is you keep it in a dry place, cool, dry place. Don't keep it out in your car in summer. That's bad. Don't keep it in the bathtub. Don't keep it in the swimming pool. What I actually do is I store it in a pillowcase. You can get custom cases made for it, but I just wrap them up in a pillowcase and have it leaning against an old lamp and an old saddle, an old stock saddle in one of my rooms. I actually have like 3 powwow drums and about 4 or 5 hand drums and a kettle drum in one room of my house. And that's how I usually store it. Or wrapped in a blanket,
It protects it from the dust too.
Dust, elements right there. Yes. Mites, things like that. I mean, you're dealing with leather. The last a long time is rawhide, but that's how I typically store it. And dry. And not in your fridge or not in your freezer. Or Svea's backpack. Or the dog dish. Those would be bad. But that's typically how you want to store those. Okay. So we're done with business? Okay. During the live, I mentioned something about a Mr. Quackers who's been on the show. He's been known as Dr. Quackers. That is a duck with a bow tie. And it kind of correlates back to Christmas. But do you have any cool Christmas adventures, folks? Or Svea, do you have any cool Christmas stories? Because I definitely got a couple to share.
I actually do have a cool Christmas story.
All right.
So for Christmas Eve, we met up with Dan's family. I don't know, for you, those of you who don't know, Dan and his friends, they are managing a pizza place. We'll be talking about it more in this coming year, but Dan and I spent a lot of time looking up how to prep dough pizzas. We made a whole bunch of pizzas at our place, like a ton of pizzas. And, it's been a cool process, right? And our nieces and our nephew were so excited about the fact that Dan is learning how to make pizzas. For Christmas Eve, we brought a whole bunch of pizza dough over to the house. And we brought some pizza stones. We brought a pizza stone and some of those like kind of the big old spatulas. Those are called a pizza peel. So we used the peels to, put the pizza into the oven, and the kids got to learn how to work with the dough. Oh my gosh, my nephew was like doing the thing. He was getting really good. He was like pressing with his fingers and going around in a circle, and they shaped it and they pulled it, and he put his sauce and his cheese. But all of them had so much fun, and it was really cool. Leia.
Who's chasing who?
Hey, come here. Leia, come here. Come here. It's so funny. She just comes over here and runs over and barks and yells and is like, hey. And so we just had a really fun time doing that activity. The kids had a really great time making their own pizzas, and they ate their own pizzas, and it was so much fun. So that was our cool Christmas story.
That's cool. So my turn?
Yeah.
I love the thing with the pizza dough. The kids, and of course, kids and college students, teenagers, college students, they live off pizza. Of course, they're being excited. Like, new pizzas. Yeah. Never mind the food group. It's pizza.
Let's make pizzas.
Bingo. So, as we announced last week, I was leaving the next morning to go to Black Canyon, which is the canyon below Hoover Dam. It's got a lot of hot springs. Colorado River runs through. It's pretty isolated. Beautiful area. So I actually left about 6 o'clock Saturday morning, last Saturday, and went up there, and it was up there through Tuesday. I finally got home late, kind of Tuesday night. So only been, home a couple days. And while there, we launched the kayak. I was with a friend of mine. We launched the kayak, and it was a beautiful trip. Bit of a headwind, but definitely adventure coming back. So people love to see the pictures on this one. Here it is right quick. So this is our campsite. You can see me right there paddling up Black Canyon. We're in a wash. What I love about this wash, it was what was called the Wheeler Expedition in 1869 to explore parts of the Colorado River. This is when John Wesley Powell was going through too. Stopped and camped at that very spot. There's a famous picture. I don't have it on. I forgot to load it. But this famous picture with their wood boats right there at that wash. We're camped. We're exactly where they camp, which is really neat. But that's looking down at our camp. There's our campsite. And of course, that's where we spent Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We spent the day there instead of moving camp every day like we normally would. And then paddled down about 8 miles back out to our takeout, a place called Willow Beach. This is what our campsite looked like Christmas Eve and Christmas night. Got to deck it out. And I didn't bring out everything, but you can see my tent with the USB disco lights and the kayak Christmas tree and a bunch of garland and Christmas lights on my tent. We had some of the kayaks that didn't come out in the picture. But of course, Christmas night, got to break out my little portable grill and cook carne asada.
Go back a little. What is that thing? Is that a reindeer or something?
Those are silver reindeer.
Okay. I was like, what is that? Okay.
They're garland reindeer.
Okay.
Okay. I brought a couple because they all have to fit inside of a dry bag. All right. Carne asada. But then the views at night. This is looking down the canyon. You saw a bit of it during the opening of the countdown of the show. You can see Orion. But Christmas morning, the sunrise. Oh, my God.
Wow.
You can't take a bad picture here. And that's the sunrise right there. What's really neat and what I didn't know is in the canyon behind where we were camped, I'd never really explored it before. So I went back there, and this is a couple of views of the canyon. It's really rough, but I went, do I hear water? Now, mind you, there's hot springs here in this canyon, but normally they start about a mile above us. And there's parts where the water will seep through rocks in a cave, and it's called a rain cave, where the springs are coming right through the rocks and dripping down. I didn't know they went down this far. I went in there and I went, for one, it's really broken territory. It's really rough in that canyon. It's rough territory. But I saw the stream and I could see over in the distance rain caves over there. I talked to some guides that lead tours through Black Canyon, and they're like, I had no idea that there were rain caves that far. I went, and they're active. So that was really cool to find that. It was a beautiful canyon. But at the other part is what got really funny here is that I brought, and you can see in the pictures, if you saw the Santa hat, I had Mr. Quackers.
Oh.
Duck with the bow tie that looks like a goose but identifies as a duck. So this is Mr. Quackers. I found him on a river trip last January down by Yuma. And I decided I'm going to tow him up. And I had him clipped to the back of the kayak, the back deck. And I went, when you go down toward Willow Beach, there's lots of outfitters that run tours, 20, 30 kayaks, people in kayaks at a time, up to what's called Emerald Cave. They paddle up about almost 2 miles. They tour this cave you can paddle right into, and they go back. And they run them and people like that. So when we get down, we know we're going to start hitting kayaks like crazy. People with these tour groups. And I decided, you know what? Let's take Mr. Quackers and clip him to the back of the kayak and have him following the kayak. And the looks alone, because it's kind of a joke, was hilarious. And I had my GoPro going. I had my 360 camera going on the front of the kayak, which means it caught a lot of these. And I didn't remember. I was looking at the footage and I went, there's a lot of people who are looking at this. So I decided, let's make a short video and share some of the fun with that, with Mr. Quackers following the kayak.
Yeah.
I didn't have the Santa hat on him. That would have been better, but it was oversized. But let's take a little look at what the looks I got that day. So here we go. That's Mr. Quackers. The guy. Love this one.
All right, is that real?
They're wondering why the duck is following me and why it's going up my tie. There's a lot of people staring there, and that one kid completely stopped. gold.
You have any video looking back at Mr. Quackers following you?
Unfortunately, no.
So
Put it in.
they may just be looking at you, but they may be just looking at you because you're weird.
No, they're looking at the ducks, man. Shows you have a college education. And that's Mr. Quackers was following behind. And that's what apparently college education do to you. And that was the thing just followed. It was about 5 feet behind the kayak. And people are like, look at the duck. Is that his pet duck?
That's so funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. We have, yes, Caroline, I see you with your question. There's a lot of people kayaking. There will be, I passed by at least 70 kayaks. And the closer I got to Willow Beach, the more there was. And it's hard to see in the videos, but there's some you could definitely see. But the one with the kids, I think it was next to the last group, your clip, about a third of them stopped and they were going, look at that duck. Look at that duck. And it was just funny. And I didn't realize how many people were staring until I looked at the GoPro video going, oh, that's gold. Unfortunately, there's none of me actually towing him because I've got the camera right there. And I tried to go to the side a little bit and see if he drift, but he was just too efficient following the kayak. And that was the adventure of Black Canyon. There's a bit more. We saw a couple of bighorn sheep, a couple otter. That was really cool, couple otter. And probably the coolest was actually Christmas Eve morning, that Sunday. I get out of my tent. I'm looking around. I'm kind of like looking at see how much the water's come up and check out the boats. And I hear this and I'm going, yeah, luckily no one was duck hunting, especially in that area. We're beyond duck hunting season. I hear this couple crying. It's kind of like a seagull, but not. And I went, I know what that is. And I look up. There's two bald eagles fighting. And they're not like locking talons, but they're going at each other. Territory. This area's got a lot of bald gold eagles because it's really good fishing area for what they're looking for. And, you know, this is part of their winter range. But two bald eagles going at it and going at each other. I'm going, that's pretty cool. And for wildlife viewing, it's between the eagles and the otters, the two otters. But probably going to go with the eagles just because they were fighting. But that was pretty awesome. And that was the Christmas adventure.
That's fun.
Yep. Fun. Oh, we got the countdown till New Year's.
Oh, we do? Oh.
Yes. Matter of fact, remember we were going to do a countdown?
Yes.
So, folks, what we have right here is we're going to speed up time a little bit, and we actually are about 50 hours from New Year's. So we're going to check the timer on this, and we're going to see how we're going to count down to New Year's Eve. We're going to advance it for you so we can celebrate a little bit early because the show's only an hour long. We're not going to go for the next 49 hours and 59 minutes.
That'd be crazy, right?
Yeah, that'd be cray. So we're going to occasionally check in on that and make sure it's all good. You know, check out that New Year's Eve countdown. So we're at 10:30. We've got to go. We want to do reflections first and then highlights for next year, goals for next year.
Yeah. James, do you want to start?
I've been giving this a lot of thought. I've been getting ready for the visuals and other stuff today to get ready for that part. So while you're seeing us thinking about it right on the fly. Because I know Svea is making me go first so she can think of something. Folks, while we do this, let us know what your highlights, if you want to share it, put it in the comments, we'll share it, of what your highlights of 2023 were. For me, for personal goals, a year ago, I just signed up for college just over a year ago to go back, complete the courses. And that first semester was a hell of a ride. Definitely it got smoother with the MT classes. But remember, a year ago, I couldn't walk in a room full of people more than 15 minutes. And I had several dinners and things I had to go to, and I'd go in, make a presentation, and then wait out in the parking lot or go home. And talking about starting college and the goals I had, I'm a year in to a 4 to 5 year process for PA. And getting through the classes, I like seeing Svea. There you go. That's awesome. I'm seeing that for Joya. But starting the classes and actually being well on the way to doing it, and holy crap, I'm maintaining a 3.87 grade point average. And yes, it went by quick. So last year, a year ago, I was talking about it. A year later, here we are, and I'm doing it. And so far, keeping it up there. So that's, as a whole, this experience is a highlight of 2023 for me. And then there's little ones and two. I wanted to get a lot more kayaking and trips, but
you definitely are persevering your, roadmap to what you want to do, and you're getting it done. You're traveling down that road.
You're done. And maintaining powwows and being able to. Another highlight for me was being able to make it through a 3-day powwow. Thank you. Getting through a 3-day powwow, which a year ago wasn't going to happen. Mm-hmm. And getting through one, a number of them, and not having the sensory thing beat my ass. It's still a problem, but nothing like a year ago. And those are the two things I was set out to do, and two things that are making very good progression. That's what I got to share for 2023. Svea, what's your highlights now that you've got a reprieve and now you think something?
So, one of the major things was my health. So, I mean, for those of you who followed the show, you know that I was going through a very extreme weight loss. I have been out of the program for about 6 months. And, I really have been maintaining my weight. I think my body normalized and I've been maintaining it, which is amazing. The interesting part is when I first started the program, right before I started the program, they diagnosed me diabetic, which I felt like that was a false diagnosis, really. I mean, ultimately, really a false diagnosis. Once I started the weight loss program, I had been on prednisone, so I know I had like a false reading from the prednisone. But ultimately, after I lost my weight, I'm maintaining a totally normal A1C. I am at 5.3, not on medication, and just eating, so like I've tested myself eating all kinds of stuff I'm really not supposed to eat, just to test it out. And I'm totally in the normal. I mean, that's not like, I'm not supposed to be just eating whatever now, but I definitely have changed a lot of my eating habits. That's definitely not going back to that. So that was like a huge thing for me. One of the goals was to work on our home. Today was really awesome because we had a tree trimming service come and clear out the wilderness. So it literally is a naked corner now. Like there is like no plants. It was a 20 by 20 square of completely overgrown trees all in one. I think there's 1, 2, 3 palm trees, a huge pepper tree, and then I had an empress tree and a pine tree and an oak tree all in a 20 by 20 square. Oh, and then 2 cypress trees. So
you say a redwood tree, that makes it really packed.
Oh no. There wasn't a redwood tree. There's a pine tree, an oak tree, 3 palm trees, 2 cypress trees, an empress tree, and like a very large overgrown pepper tree.
Was there one of those giant trees from Pandora?
No, practically though.
Got it.
Yeah, so we have to do some work on that corner now because now it is open, so we have to put up a fence. But it's okay because having that space open now is totally amazing. So, I mean, and then plus we've been working on cleaning up our store, getting our inventory ready. It's just been a major year of just working on all kinds of stuff for the store and our personal life. And also, the other thing about the diagnosis of diabetic, I talked to several doctors, and I got a new doctor mid-year, and I went and met with him, and I told him about how I think I was misdiagnosed. And he said, well, let me look at your charts. Let me talk to the endocrinologist. And they actually took diabetic off my chart. I don't know if I told you that, but they fully took diabetic off my chart.
That's outstanding.
Which is like unheard of, right? So that was a really awesome thing for me this year. And I am grateful this year is almost over because I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to continuing to work on organizing all of our stuff. Like my mom and I, we both moved here to our house a year and a half ago, and there's still a lot to do and a lot to unpack and go through. So that's my goal for this next year, to really go through, unpack, clean up, get rid of stuff, and even go through all the store inventory and go and do all of that too. So it's exciting. We have a really exciting year.
That's outstanding. And, for us, it's been creeping up is the health challenges and the improvement that comes for lifestyle, for career that we have over the last year and a half that have set the goals to reprioritize things. It forces you in introspective, I would say. Would that way you would term it, Svea?
Yeah.
And maintaining businesses and whatnot is a phase that's difficult to keep up, to maintain the business goals while trying to maintain a life balance. When you're younger, you can just dedicate 24/7 to it, which we both did. And it's always tricky to do that. And I'm sure that a lot of our viewers that may be in their 40s, 50s, are going, and some of you younger, it'll happen. And it's just an interesting ride with that. And that's all I can say about that on there. We're trying to sound all smart. Let's see if we have any of the viewers that have actually shared some of the highlights from their 2023.
Well, do you want to talk about just let's go through and put the comments that the viewers put in really quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking right here. Look at this. We had Svea going on vacation with her, from Maya going on vacation with her hubby after 13 years. That's really cool. Hope it was a great vacation. And that's always awesome. But looking over and we're looking at some of the others to share. So can now get to your garden, Svea.
Yeah. Because that pepper tree was so overgrown, it was covering the grapefruit tree. And so you could see where the grapefruit tree was kind of growing away from the pepper tree so it could actually have sun. So all of those trees are going to actually get a lot of sun. So that's really exciting. Oh,
yeah. I've seen them together. That's cool. They came down to a powwow on Imperial Beach. And I think a rodeo, Lakeside too, also a craft fair over there. That's cool. With that, we actually have an update. Folks, we are only trying to get it here. Here we go. We're only 39 hours down from 50 till New Year. So we are counting down quickly right there. Before we start looking at our
you see how time just went so fast, didn't it? I mean, it just feels like it's flat.
This happens when you move the clock forward right there. We're trying to squeeze that 50 hours into an hour. And now 20 minutes. With that, with the time advancing so close to Sunday night for New Year's, that there are parts of this world, with all the time zones, that are already celebrating New Year's. They've got the celebration going on. They're actually, countdown right now. And we actually have one of our staffers, one of our interns from Late Night Craft Talk actually out to go over, and let me see if I can find it. Need to remove a couple of videos. Let me look for the feed because I know that they're ready for us. Folks, welcome back to the show. One of our interns here with Late Night Craft Talk. Welcome to tell us about New Year's in Tokyo. Shaka from Land of the Lost. Shaka, can you tell us about what it's like for there in Tokyo?
Taking selfies with them.
I think where's Shaka? Shaka? There he is. There's Shaka. So what can you tell us about New Year's celebration in Tokyo? Shaka? Svea, can you get anything? Can you get anywhere with him?
Hey, Clint. Aren't you Clint Howard?
It might be Clint Howard. Howard, the director's little brother. Okay, he's gone again. There's Shaka. Shaka, tell us about the celebration. He's got a really befuddled look on his face. Come on, Shaka. Come on. And he's gone again. So let's go. Obviously, we're not going to get anywhere with Shaka this time.
Where's Shaka in Land of the Lost?
That is Shaka from Land of the Lost. Shaka from Land of the Lost.
I'm looking through right now because I have a feeling that's Ron Howard's brother.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Got to check that out. So, folks, we tried to bring you something from our intern. Obviously, they're a little overwhelmed. They are, from an Anthropocene. Well, that's an epoch. They are, one of the evolutionary forebearers of modern humans. It's Australopithecus, I believe, is Chaka, and they do have problems with their speech centers. But we'll see where we can go. What are you finding? What's finding?
Okay, listen. No, Chaka was not Clint Howard. I mean, literally, it says that here. It says, hold on. It just went away. It says the urban legend has persisted that Ron Howard's brother Clint was Shaka. No, Phil Paley, an 8-year-old black belt in karate, was indeed the legendary Paul Young Pakuni. I posted some pictures of Chaka. The first photo is Phil playing himself along Chaka in an episode on the day of shooting where Phil got to play himself. Phil's sister put on the Pakuni outfit and makeup and played Chaka. Phil has great stories about that day. You can certainly see in the photos why many fans over the years thought Clint Howard was the real Chaka. The high forehead, the teeth. The last photo is of Clint as a boy. Several others have boasted over the years they've played Chaka, but no, it was the talented Phil Paley who created the iconic Pakuni.
I didn't think it was him because, for one, the kid's too young. Of course, at the time it was made, he played a really young kid alien on Star Trek, the original series.
I mean, look how much alike they look. See if we can get you focused. No, you don't see it?
No, I don't see it. It's not there.
Okay.
Other than a nose and 2 eyes and a mouth. But he was on. He played a character on Star Trek, the original series. He played a really long alien thing, which got me thinking. One thing I noticed is when I brought out the drum, but if I do this, the light reflects, and my eyes kind of have like this blue glow to it when I go like that. The way the camera adjusts, and who it looks like I'm wearing like a fluorescent or glow in the dark blue eyeliner mascara when I go like this. You know what that also looks like?
The guy from Dune?
Almost.
Is it the reflection of blue from your shirt? That's what it is.
It's probably that, but it's a combination. But I'm looking up. This is the trick they did with lighting in the old Star Trek series. And I'm trying to look for a picture of it, and I can't. I've been looking for it off and on through the show when I first noticed that. But I'm looking for one that's got that like blue picture, and maybe this is it, where you can get like that blue glow of the eyes, because they'll do that with like dramatic lighting on the original Star Trek. And I can't find a dang picture of it.
Well, I remember watching it, and there was always this kind of weird thing about it. They could literally have put a reflective source underneath the camera.
They could have, but they get the lighting like that. And like I said, I'm looking for something like that, and I'm not. Well, there they look like cadavers, but the light would come down on them, and it's supposed to like highlight their eyes and their facial look. And I'm trying to get that look where you can kind of get it with the, kind of a fluorescent thing with the blue glow with the camera, with the drum right here. I'm getting that same effect.
Okay.
I tried. I can't find the photo. Maybe another show we can revisit that along with a lot of other things we got to get done. All right. Goals for 2024. Is there anything we need to revisit or anything else personal or business wise from 2023?
I'll start for my goal for 2024. I need to make a cooler backdrop. I want to have a real backdrop that's really cool. So I'm trying to make a really cool background for you guys to see. So like, that's my Lego castle.
I still have to break this out, and maybe like when I'm at the shop when we do the drum class, you and I can use these.
Those are really fun.
Yes. Did you get your Christmas present, by the way?
Yes, I did,
And
it's very cute. It's a Chihuahua, and it says "Merry Christmas."
do you have it with you?
It's at the store.
I have this on the show.
It's at the store. I'm sorry. I call I'm not feeling 100% today card.
You're getting the Maya look.
So you want me to put it on my bed and sleep it with my pillow every night? I should have had a Nicolas Cage pillow.
That'll be your birthday present.
I have my dog's bed sleeping with me all the time, but
You got a lot of that.
I know I have the crazy dogs and the cat.
If you remember, if you actually like it, I picked it out. If you don't, you're kind of like, well, my mom helped a lot then.
Yeah.
But I'll bring this if you bring the pillow January 20th.
Yes.
Drum class. We'll have this and this at the classes.
Yes. And then
There we go.
this is really funny. There's an official Maya look.
Oh, there has been Maya. We've had it for a couple years now.
I know. We use you as an example when you don't show up on time. We did it earlier today.
During the countdown. All right. Highlights of 2024. Folks, let us know some of your goals for 2024. I think we've got already a couple right there. But let's go ahead and look forward in the future and guess what our goals are.
My goal is I need to work on weight loss. I've been on maintenance level for a bit just to give myself a break, but I really do need to refocus my energies and start working on counting my calories again with Noom. That's something I need to start working on. I need to teach myself and program myself to do that again. And continue going through stuff. I need to continue going through all my stuff. Hey, guys.
Let's check the countdown. While we do that, just real quick, we are at 17 hours until New Year's. We are getting closer and closer. We will be there by the end of the show, folks. It is getting close. We'll celebrate that New Year's with that. Okay. Moving with that. That's a significant goal. I got to drink some water. I'm like choking on a little piece of trail mix. Us too.
So Wendy's goal, right? 2024 instead of 2023. Yes, that is a really hard thing to do because you don't want to be writing checks or writing that it's the previous year when it's the current year. That's not good.
Definitely. Okay, and then
so
self-control.
Mine says I need to lose extra pounds and work on self-control and have less clutter in my life. Oh, that's a good one.
That's always great, both physically and metaphorically.
Get in shape.
Everybody's got a shape.
Well, I was thinking about because it's hard for me to go out in the morning and walk the dogs just because it's so cold outside. So I was thinking about looking on YouTube and doing some morning exercise classes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because we have now, I don't have someone living downstairs. So I don't have to I can do some exercise and I don't have to worry about them hearing me in downstairs.
There's some good stuff. There's a YouTube channel called Yoga with Adrienne, and it's a female instructor. She lives up in the Bay Area, and she does a great job. And I'll get on there sometimes and get up. I'll be 4 or 5 in the morning. We're doing some stuff with it that she does before I head to the gym, and that's one I really like to follow. But there's so many online resources to do that. It's just getting that self motivation going, and that's comes in streaks for a lot of people. For about everybody, you're good for a while, and then not, and then get that motivation going. Have you ever tried Viking music to motivate yourself to do that in the morning?
Viking music? No. You know what song I really like to wake up and get going in the morning? Black Eyed Peas. You know Black Eyed Peas, right?
Oh,
I
when
love
they used to have good music.
I like the dun, 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 dun. I got a feeling. Ooh,
That's gonna be a good night.
Gonna be a good night. That song gets me moving.
Absolutely. I'm looking for.
Maya says her goal is to go through clutter and get more sleep. And then Caroline says also spend more time with my parents.
I'm bringing up the Viking song.
And then Maya says, I've seen that YouTube channel. For me, it's motivation to be consistent with it. Well, I think that doesn't it take, I think, 3 weeks or 4 weeks to set a habit?
Yes.
So you have to psych yourself up. This is what you need to do. I already know. I'm good at telling you what needs to happen because I know what needs to happen. Getting myself to do it is another thing, but I'm just telling you, get up in the morning or on the night before, tell yourself, I'm going to get up at this time. Set your alarm clock and say, I'm going to get up at this time. I'm going to do 15 minutes and start it at 15 minutes and just do it. Just get up in the morning. Tell yourself, I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to do it at 15 minutes and then get up and do it. Right? You'd be surprised. Psych yourself up. Don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, yeah, I should exercise. Tell yourself the night before you need to get up and you need to go do some exercise.
Absolutely.
And plan for it in your time.
Matter of fact, if you need motivation, and Svea, you could probably work with this. This is something I will actually seriously play sometimes that will motivate you.
What's
a lot. Valhalla Calling Me. I forget which video game it's from.
Okay. All right. Can you pause it? Pause it.
Because I totally am, because we're probably going to get that muted by Facebook a little late.
Okay. So
I decided to risk it.
Zoom in your video so we can see the name of the artist so we can go check it out on our own.
Oh, yeah. Just for Valhalla Calling.
Okay.
I will warn you, to our female viewers, if you listen to this song, you will have the sudden urge to play, raid, and plunder. Hopefully, you live in a rural area. If you get close to your neighbors, you may want to do that. You have to do that. Males will want to go out and mow their lawn with tie machetes to the lawnmower and scalp their lawn and drive fast. It makes me want to paddle a kayak.
Hey, James, where's the countdown going?
What's that?
How's the countdown going? Because we're at like 5 minutes too.
I know. I was looking at that too. Let me get rid of this right quick. Okay. All right. So let me look at here. Ooh, we are getting close. Look at this. We are only 7 hours from New Year's, folks. It is getting close. We are bringing it to you. We're going to have it. We're only a few minutes left in the show. That countdown timer will go from 6 hours and 59 minutes and 55 seconds to 10 seconds in the next few minutes. That is going to happen.
Just so you know, we are fast forwarding the clock, and then we're going to rewind it back again when we're done.
I thought we're using the miracle of science and magic and time travel and stuff to bring New Year's sooner.
Yes.
We got Shaka from 400,000 years in the past to, Tokyo.
Jay,
it can be done, and we are doing it.
You really can mute yourself. Seriously. drives me crazy. That's going to be your resolution. Next year, you're going to not have any of those ridiculous notifications during our show. People, do you like that? Okay, our fans, ask our fans, our audience, do you like hearing James' notifications going off every 5 seconds during our show? Please
I've been texting Wendy Hodge.
Please comment in the comments and then tell me what you think.
Svea's making everybody take sides. With that, I should probably real quick give my highlight for 2024, my goal. Carol Ann says it doesn't bother her. And Wendy Hodge says, identifies that song because we talked about it. It's from the game Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
It will put hair on your chest.
If people don't seem to mind, I think, don't worry about me. I'll have my alarm clock go off every 5 seconds and see if everyone likes that.
Well, Svea, I think you're overstating on that, but if it really annoys you that much, but you're talking about setting off your alarm clock every 5 minutes. That's a bit overstating it. Okay. With that, goals of 2024.
Oh, is there any noise happening? Do you hear anything? I'm sorry.
See, you're gonna make it over. You're gonna overdo it to drive down a point that nobody really cares about until you make it, because somebody's got a psychological condition.
No one cares about it. No one cares about it. Okay, so you're telling me everyone wants to be interrupted by noises when they're trying to enjoy a show.
Well, we just play off and make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is really actually getting pissed right now.
Yes.
All right. Goals for 2024. The one I have, we're making.
This is okay. Let's look at. There's so many times that she's heard it. She just kind of ignores it, but she keeps hearing it. Oh, this is good. He just wants to show that he's popular.
Is that why we're texting, Wendy?
And then look at this. I tend to just ignore it, right? Okay, so, if no one minds, I'll just keep my phone on, and then I'll set all my notifications to on during our show.
Folks, she's actually seriously pissed right now. And as she's playing off it and downloading and compensating to show the humor on that one. Okay. All right. With that, we are at 10:58.
Oh, my goodness. How's the timer going?
I'm checking the timer right now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hold on. We are at, folks, 23 seconds until countdown. Get ready to count down with us.
Oh, my goodness. Can you believe it? It's almost the new year. Is James still there? He's quiet.
I'm still here. I'm looking at the countdown. Ready to go countdown, folks? Countdown with us. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, folks!
Happy New
I
Year!
had music playing with this, but it's not going through the PowerPoint from my laptop.
Happy New Year! Woohoo! Happy New Year!
And the animations aren't playing. Oh well.
Yay! Happy New Year!
It's Happy New Year, so there we are.
Wake Princess Leia up. She's been sitting in my lap. Wake up, Princess Leia, wake up. Guess what?
Tried to get something like we could to play Old Blank Sign, but Facebook won't let us with that.
Wake up.
Okay.
Wake up.
We had things planned for this, but this bit is crashing badly right now. We had this fun bit planned with the fireworks, but like I said, it's kind of going and flatter than a flat tire in the center of Kansas right now. All right, we got to keep on doing with that. All right, 10:59. There's shows that we want to have highlights and try to go, and we had some fun stuff planned, and it'd go like this. It went like a bad firework. It went up, and then arced, and then went down quick, and then exploded on the ground and left a big char.
It was a terrible show. This was a good show.
What's that?
This was a good show. You didn't think it was a good show?
Oh no, I'm mostly referring to those fireworks and the countdown with that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, folks. 2024. I didn't say my goal for next year, but we'll just live it through we'll live it through there and share it as we go along through the year.
Have a happy, safe, blessed New Year, and have a safe time bringing in the New Year. From Maya, Joya says, Happy New Year, 2024. Carol Ann says, thank you for the show. Svea and James, have a happy and healthy new year, everyone. Yes. And then Wendy says, Happy New Year. It's a lot of good. It's a lot of good this year.
Got it. Now, we got to introduce next week's show. We are live, both of us here next week. Thank you.
Yes.
We're getting ready to start the 4th year pretty soon in a few months. So, folks, next week's show, we're going to be talking about ways to properly vacuum underneath your couch with the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, no. So next week, we're actually going to be talking about how do we get our New Year's resolutions to actually happen. Like, let's make some attainable goals that we can get, and then not necessarily say every year the same resolution, same goals. Let's try to create those goals, make them happen, and turn them into habits so that they become natural.
Yeah, and we're hoping to get back one of our favorite guests has been on the show a few times. We're going to save that for a surprise. We're hoping that they'll have time to be able to come in with us next week, and we're hoping to have that. And amongst those resolutions, also one of the most important facets is how to vacuum underneath your couch with a vacuum cleaner. Depends on the type of vacuum cleaner.
I say just move the couch.
Shove through the rug. What?
Just move your couch and vacuum underneath it.
You move your couch?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't vacuum underneath the edge and just kind of pile everything else underneath?
No, it doesn't work that way. If I did that, I'd have the most huge dust bunnies that would literally be sizes of bunnies.
Let's just say that is a clean bachelor pad with a guy cleaning on that one. All right. So we'll have that, folks. Accountability.
Yes.
I moved my couch.
Oh, she's talking about accountability on like resolutions.
Oh, definitely. So that'll be our show next week, folks, and let's look forward to another fun year of late night craft talk with y'all. We love you. Have a safe New Year's.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being our fans and watching our show with us.
And we'll see you next week. I just got to get the file loaded, and this always takes a minute because the layout's different because Windows updated. And there it is, folks. We'll see you next week.
Aw, ain't he cute?
Good night, folks.
Good night, everyone. Bye.